Alright, so today we're going to discuss elimination method to solve systems of equations. You want to use the elimination method when both of your equations are in standard form. So for those of you that don't remember what standard form is, it's ax plus by equals c, where x and y are on the same side of the equal sign. So if you have two equations in that form, then you want to use elimination. Now, the purpose of elimination is to get rid of one of the variables in the two equations. So if you look at our example, both of our equations are in standard form. A, B, C, A, B, C. So what we want to do to get rid of one of our variables is they have to have this same coefficient, which is the number in front of the variable, but the signs have to be opposite. So looking at this equation, we see already that our x coefficients are the same number but opposite signs. Once we see that, then we don't have to do anything to the equation. We just want to add them together. Negative 3 plus 3 equals 0, so that cancels out. Then I have y plus 2y, a positive y and a positive 2y. That's going to be 3y equals 3 plus negative 12, which is negative 9. 3y equals negative 9. Now I have a simple equation to solve. I can solve for y. I divide both sides by 3. So I end up with y equals negative 3. Now remember, this is a system, so in order to have an answer, I need x and y. Well, if I know the y value, I can go back and plug it into one of the original equations. I'm going to use the first one. You can choose either one. So you do negative 3x plus, I had plus y, but y is equal to negative 3. So plus negative 3 equals 3. Solving the equation. Plus a negative 3 means I need to subtract a negative 3. Do the opposite. And when we minus a negative, it's the same thing as adding. Touch it twice. So you end up with negative 3x equals 6. Divide by negative 3. X equals negative 2. The way you need to write your solution is as a coordinate. Your x is negative 2 and your y is negative 3. That is where these two lines cross and meet. Alright, let's do another example. Example 2. You have x plus 4y equals negative 8. And x minus 4y equals negative 8. Now, this equation, both equations are in standard form. And both of the variables have the same coefficient. But if I look at the x's, both of these are positive. If I look at the y's, one is positive and one is negative. That's what I want. So this is what I want to eliminate. So I'm going to add them together now. X and x equal 2x. Positive 4 and negative 4 cancel out. And negative 8 and negative 8 equal negative 16. Solve for x. Divide by 2 on both sides. So you end up with x equals negative 8. Alright, am I done? No, I need the y value. So I take what I get for negative 8, for x, and plug it into one of these equations. This time I'll do the second one. So I'll get negative 8 minus 4y equals negative 8. Add 8 to both sides, doing the opposite. It cancels out. You end up with negative 4y equals negative 8, and 8 is 0. Divide by negative 4. Y equals 0 divided by negative 4 is 0. Remember, we write our solution as a coordinate. Coordinates are x and y. So your x is negative 8 and your y is 0. We'll do one more example. 6x plus 5y equals 4. 6x minus 7y equals negative 20. Alright, so in this situation, both of them are in standard form. I'm looking at the x value. They have the same coefficient, but they don't have opposite signs. So I need to change the sign of an entire equation. It doesn't matter which one you want to do. We'll pick the first one. So that means we want to multiply this first one by negative 1. Everything has to get multiplied by negative 1. So it becomes negative 6x. Negative 1 times positive 5 becomes negative 5y equals negative 1 times 4 is negative 4. Rewrite your second equation just as it is. Now you can add your two equations together. So now I have opposite signs. That's going to cancel out. Negative 5 plus negative 7 is negative 12y equals negative 4 and negative 20 is negative 24. All I'm doing is adding my coefficients. Divide both sides by negative 12. Y equals positive 2. Now take your 2 and plug it back into your original equation for y. So you end up with 6x plus 5 times 2 equals 4. Simplify. 6x plus 10 equals 4. Subtract 10 on both sides. 6x equals negative 6. Divide by 6. X equals negative 1. Your final solution should be written negative 1, positive 2.